Rekanition. For the music, for the music, for the music makers of Portland. Now listen with your host, Rekka.
Back, guys. I know I missed last week, but I'm gonna make it up to you this time because I actually caught Alan Wayne while he's on tour. Perfect timing.
Namaste. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So how is tour going?
Actually, tour hasn't started. I stay out on the road, so it always looks like I'm touring, but a lot of one-off shows. But this leg has been great. I just had Olympia, Washington the night before last for Lady Taz's birthday. She's in the building. Shout out to Lady Taz
Hell
and
yeah,
All
happy
Entertainment.
birthday.
Happy birthday. So yeah, that was killer. And now we got a shindig out here with my guy Herc and the block business out here in beautiful Portland, Oregon, and it is beautiful out today.
Yeah, it worked out perfect. And let me check this flyer out right quick. There's so many names on this. This is a good one for people to pull up to for sure. And it's at the Revolution Hall tonight. It's even started already too. What time's your set?
My set's like at 9 o'clock tonight.
9 o'clock?
So it's an all-day thing. So yeah,
hell yeah.
It's a fundraiser. They're collecting coats and, just getting the youngsters winter ready, also spreading awareness to just the recovery period, so it's a community event.
Yeah, that's sick.
I'm so blessed to be a part of it. It always feels good to be invited anywhere.
Yeah.
But to be invited to something like that,
yeah,
humbles you.
Oh yeah, for sure. And thanks for even stopping by to do that too. I mean,
thank you.
Out and about.
This is a lister for me. Like I was telling you before, I've been a fan for, time flies. It seems like not forever, but we're pushing 3 years. We've been pretty tight online.
Yeah.
We done made plans of our own that the onset of COVID stepped on those for us. We were talking about hitting the road together possibly, before we had even met in the flesh, just because our energies were so similar online.
Oh, hell yeah.
So but universe takes care of itself, So
I know, and now here we are, perfect timing to have an interview right before your show.
We couldn't have planned this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We would have tried and failed miserably.
Yeah, it happened for a reason. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That's hella dope. And thanks for coming through. You got to get your recognition, especially when you're coming through from Kansas City to do a show in Portland, and it's also a fundraiser.
Right.
So,
and I'm glad
man.
I'm glad you mentioned that it was last second online. I mean, live here, because I usually come bearing some sort of gift, whether it's a piece of merch or a signed poster or a hard copy of something classic, but I just wasn't. I didn't come out here for that.
Oh man, well trust me, your presence is enough. Honestly, I'm stoked to finally connect with you on the real, because we talked, like you said before, and then COVID happened and kind of,
Well, I appreciate you, but that ain't good enough for me. So I'm gonna have a package in the mail coming to you.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that.
Yes,
that's dope.
Yes, you will.
Hell yeah. And so, do you have new projects out that you've just done?
Yeah, that's why I was about to get real interesting. 10,000 hours. We put it out on Juneteenth. It's a album and a half. It's an album and a bonus album.
That's dope.
So yeah, 10,000 hours is doing well. We pretty much documented the whole creation of the album because it came out of nowhere. And actually, as soon as we land back home Monday morning, technically, me and my guy Matt Black out here, we got a video shoot for that, which is technically the first single, True Story, which I sent you. We have the intro turned into a trailer. I like the way Matt put it, as an invitation to the album. And it's a dope visual, but it's not a single though. So for it to even be sparking this much interest without a official single out is another blessing, underground blessing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's hella dope. And so how was your show in Olympia last night?
Oh man, it was dumb. Yep. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where I'm not gonna say it was a whole lot of people on the roster. It was a great roster. I mean, it was all killer, no filler.
Mm-hmm.
But the host was also a part of the act too. So, in the midst of having fun, we almost lost track of time. So it seemed like they were running out of time for my set because I got a big boy, So it kind of got clipped. But, it was in the midst of excitement. They realized it was a little bit more time, so they brought me back up. So it felt like I got to go perform twice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So I felt
that's
like I
sick.
stole one.
Yeah.
So it went double fun for me.
That is sick. It is always dope when they have a good host.
Oh yeah.
We got a guy out here at DJ Cliff, and I swear he's like the best host. Like he's funny, and he just like it like kind of completes a show in a way. Same with like the DJ and stuff.
It's a collective thing, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to all the DJs and hosts out there. Shout out to what was her name, Pezzy Tay, is that right? Pezzy Tay. She and the whole gang, they did their thing. You know what I'm saying, on Thursday.
Yeah, that's hella dope. And so, yeah, and I'm going to be in your area soon.
I know. Now, come on. Now, if we thought that it was something synchronistic, then, you know what I'm saying? Just in case we thought so, you know, lo and behold, I'm talking like it's my podcast now. The Rekka's coming home to KC to do a video with Skrilltown Mo. That's dope. And I happen to have a show on the 25th, and she'll be in town during that time span. So we got her on the VIP list down at the Source on Westport. So,
dude, that'll be super sick. Man. I was looking for something to do too while I was out there.
Oh yeah.
So that, like you said, it just aligns all perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you get to see a little bit of my city, and I'll get to see a little bit of yours. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, get you some real barbecue in your life.
Yeah. No, you're right though. I've been out there once before.
Oh, okay.
And I was just talking to Skrill the other day, and I was like, dude, they got some bomb barbecue out there. That's what I'm excited for. Like, go get that.
There's several cities that have the conversation like who's the best. It's one of those things where I feel like they shouldn't even include Kansas City. It should be like who's the best. Kansas City doesn't count. You know, kind of sort of when there was a time where if you were talking basketball, Michael Jordan might not account. Or you can't say Michael Jordan, but who's the best after that? That's how the rest of the barbecue falls. So,
yeah.
So you know about it. Yeah. It's only my second time here too. It feels like, it doesn't feel like it because even though the first time I was here was a while back, just the buzz and the interest in the whole area, Pacific North period, is like just the home away from home tour starts out this way. And it's the reason for that because they support me so big,
Oh, yeah. And, we're really welcoming around here.
Oh, absolutely. I was stuck here in the airport for like 19 hours.
Jeez.
I couldn't imagine being stuck in any other airport. I'm telling you, I could have stayed for real. I was waiting on you don't have enough time for me to tell that whole story.
Oh, I got plenty of time.
No, you don't. And I don't want to give anybody any unneeded publicity. But long story short, man, what a chill airport. Even how can chill in the airport usually don't even go in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? I was kicked up, feet up. I felt like I had my own section.
Yeah.
Had a guy come to check on me, make sure I was good, straight. Just didn't need anything. Like, nah, man, this is cool. My room opened up. I almost told him, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna stay here until it's showtime. But
yeah,
checked into the Howard Johnson. It was not as nice as the airport.
No, the airport was nice.
Yeah,
that's
man.
funny.
Shouts to Howard Johnson though.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I mean, like, what do you think of Portland? Like, how it looks, like the art and stuff everywhere.
It's that's the first thing that caught me on the drive in. It's only my second time, so the first time I flew over it. This time I drove in from Washington, from I guess Olympia technically. So we got to see what it looks like coming in, crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
And the first thing that you can see after the bridge that gets you is the graffiti, and it grows and grows. It grows. It starts off looking like some, it's all street art, but you know what I mean. It goes from tagging to
murals,
the purple
almost,
mural that your partner did over here.
Yeah.
And it grows. It almost tells a story.
Yeah.
I was pretty. It was a section during that drive where I'm sure I didn't make a sound because it had just grabbed me.
You just had to look at it all. Yeah, we have some insane artists out here, and there's also like this group called For the Love, and they have like events where like businesses, and they even did like a whole train out here in Portland, but even like all the West Coast where they kind of like tour. They didn't do it as much like this summer and last summer because of COVID and stuff. But yeah, it's like big events where a bunch of like bomb ass artists like tag up like whole walls. They do at the outside of our studio, like the whole backside. They paint it black and redo it every year.
Nice.
It's fucking sick. I cannot wait for it to be back to normal though. You
got to tag me in with all the dates because I'm planning on spending a lot of time in this area. So I didn't know what's going on because
hell yeah,
I don't necessarily have to be on the stage to pop up.
Yeah, just let me know like when you want to come through, and I'll let you know what's going on. There's always something. Like even tonight. There's that show that you're doing, and then there's this other show that I got invited to too. And I'm like, well, now I have to like,
you double-faced it.
Now I'm all like looking at the rosters. I'm like, but they're all so good. Like, what am I gonna do? But that's how it is. Like everyone's always doing something out here in Portland.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. It's like a big community of crafty people, you know. But I'm excited to go to Kansas City too. I was there once, but I wasn't with the right people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It was some work gig.
Yeah, you can be in paradise, and if you're not with the right people, you'd rather be at wherever home is. You know, no matter what's going on.
Yeah, I think the only thing dope about it is I was staying at that casino right over there. I forgot which one it's called, but that was the only like dope thing about it is like every time I'd come back from what I was doing, I'd be at a casino. But other than that, I didn't know you at the time either. That would have been dope.
See, that's on you for not knowing me.
I know. Well, I wasn't.
How long ago was it?
It was like 5 years now.
Oh, I wasn't somebody to know 5 years ago.
That's where I'm at too.
Right.
Like I was the same way. I was there for work.
Not even musically. I mean, just human being. I wasn't. I'm glad I don't remember my 5 year ago self that much. I try not to, at least.
Well, I think kind of that's part of like growth too. Is hopefully you're not the same as you were. Yeah. You know, we can all hope. You know.
Yeah. There's degrees to everything, and I appreciate that little fella. You know, but that guy's long gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad. I'm glad I didn't know you 5 years ago. I'm just saying that. Because I don't know if I'd be invited here now. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I was the same way. Like, it's been a little while now. I got clean probably 10 years ago, but I was like pretty fucking insane when I was younger. And so there's some people that just because they knew who I was back in the day, they almost kind of think that I'm still that way, you know, whenever we do link up.
Absolutely. I could basically just take everything you said and say it back to you. You know what I mean? And I write about it, you know, like you ain't seen me lately, you know, so but it's cool though, you know. I let sleeping dogs lie. You know, no disrespect or anything, but you know.
And you're killing it right now. Like the fact that you stayed going on the road, like that's your job, and you kept it going through the pandemic, and you're still killing it. Like that's dope.
I'm telling you, like there was the difference in everything. Like I feel like as far as career wise, I don't even like to say that because this is just a passion of mine. But as far as I don't know, buzz wise, let's call it that. It was like before and after COVID, and you know, we really went. Me and the cameraman, we touched every corner that we could, like in the heart of it, and you know, probably I don't know. I won't say it kicked it off, but definitely like the nucleus of it, the climax of it was a year ago at Lady Taz's birthday party. You know, this is a round two. They encored me, so I clearly killed it. You know, I'm just getting myself hyped because I got to show it a little bit.
Hell yeah.
But no, really, because it was the middle of the pandemic, right? And you know, Washington, this whole area, but Washington in particular was like one of the first places to even break the news. Like it hit them first. I can remember like slightly before it had even, we were still calling it the coronavirus and stuff like that. I had went to the doctor because I had just recently had a surgery, so I was doing one of those visits afterwards.
Yeah.
And they had a sheet that literally said, "Have you visited Seattle or the surrounding areas?"
Oh, snap.
I was on my way. I was like, not yet. You know what I'm saying? But so but when we got there, like her party, it was like on the flyer even, it was like, you know, text so and so for location. And you know, people do that just for a marketing strategy, but no, we had to do that because we couldn't announce where it was at because technically we were breaking the law. And even like to the day of the party, if I'm not mistaken, we were like, you know, the first venue we had fell through like the day before. Had a couple of possibly maybes that came up, and those aren't even the ones that we ended up landing on. Like it was like an hour up for the show before we even really had a venue. And I mean, the crowd was incredible. You know,
that's sick.
And I usually don't talk much before my sets. I just get up there and go. But I had to even tell the people, like, I don't know if you guys realize what we're a part of right now, but like this is the stories that they make movies about. Like during the Prohibition, when everything was on lock and they had to have these secret private things, and you had the Charlie Parkers and other people playing, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all and that's us right now, you know? So it was like a Renaissance era that I was a part of.
Yeah.
And that epiphany hit me, and I've been, you know, in a whole different, I don't need much motivation.
Well, it's kind of like that vibe, like the show must go on.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
So, like you just got to figure out and make it happen, you know? That's sick that you did that, because I didn't hear anything around this area. Where was that? Washington?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's what's up. Hey, and I like your dreads, by the way. I had to let you know that
a year ago to the date that we had the show. You know, it was just like and it's dope to be able to even say that, and you know what I'm saying, to be invited back. You know, people waiting on you. You know, it's a good feeling.
Well, we got passion for music out here,
yeah,
and so that's really dope. I've been to Olympia like once or twice too, and they go out there and like
they show out. We probably didn't even need a flyer. Our lineup even. We probably just could have invited Olympia out and just passed the mic around the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The crowd was definitely a part of the event. You know what I'm saying? And you know what that feels like when that happens. You know, it's just the best.
And I miss that. I feel like even now, I mean, sometimes there is shows, and sometimes you catch the vibe, but sometimes there's shows where the vibe's weird, where it's like awkward. You're like, what the hell?
Knock on wood.
That's not gonna happen here tonight. I saw that lineup. It's gonna be a dope.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I've been batting like about a 90 here recently. Like every show has been really, really good. Even the ones that have like the meticulous person could point out something. Even those from the artist standpoint, you know, from my personal, you know, perspective of it, I haven't had nothing that wasn't a winning night, you know, in a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that has something to do with the whole pandemic too, because let's even say pre-pandemic, the venue that holds 100 people, you just keep the numbers easy. The venue that holds 100 people and you get 75 people at that show, you might have had 25 people who actually came to see the music, and then you had their friends, and then you had a group of other people who just wanted something to do, and that was the thing to do, you know. So you got the numbers were kind of against you. Now you got the pandemic. Let's just say that 50 that 100 capacity place is now 50, and you know you get 30 of that.
Yeah,
you're gonna have 35 people who give a damn about your show, because the 30 that came are gonna care. And if you're one of us who really got something going on, I mean, when you get on stage, if you show us something, then you got the staff of that place. So I'm including them too. Intrigued, because it's a breath of fresh air for them to have people in their establishment making the place full again.
Yeah.
So, you know, and
like
then
some real passion.
Right. And then what you have the next time when you come around and it's back at 100, you got, even if you have those 30 people, you got 30 people who might sing along with you. And now that 100 you leave with, you'll have 100 of them next time, instead of just maybe the couple extra that you get.
Yeah, so, I like that thought process, because you're always thinking like building, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like you focus on the people that show up. That's like the dope thing about it. Because those people, once you like focus on them, they're always going to show, you know? Because they're going to want to feel your energy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then once you get those people feeling that energy, then they spread the energy to the other people. And the next thing you know, that 100 people got all that energy.
Yeah.
You know?
And there we go.
Yeah.
Right. That's everything. You know, that's why I'm not surprised we're in the same room right now. I'm not surprised we were friends online from two separate areas. I wasn't this popular out here yet. You know, this was before my Pacific North blossoming, if you would. You know what I'm saying? It just sometimes, you know, God and them know more than we do. You know, so like these people need to meet because they got business to do in the future. So let's just go ahead and here go Instagram, boom. You know, so
yeah,
whatever.
Well, and it's dope to like finally connect too. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, man. Me and you both.
Yeah, and now we got to. Hey, you know the intro to this.
Yeah, I
podcast?
recognize that like a mug. That's something you sent me a long time ago, right?
Yeah, and I was like, you should spit a verse on this, and that was like a while back. And got all busy.
Then I got like crazy busy like the next day. Yeah. You know, that was right. I would like to go back and dig through that.
I still have it.
Yeah, I'm sure I can dig through the thread and find that. Is that space still open?
Yeah, I'm in no rush.
Okay, now let's have some fun then. For real, I
you got the perfect flow for it too. Like it would be great.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, you got to get him pumped up for the show, man.
My ego died 5 years ago with that old me I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't even take credit for what I do right now. You know, I'm just a vessel. You saw it.
Yeah.
You saw the creation of this. We don't even use a pen and pad, you know. I don't know how these new millenniums use the phone to type their lyrics in. But, you know, I just let the music write itself, try to get out the way of it, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no ego tripping around here.
Yeah, I'm the same way. That's dope. That's pretty much like all of Portland too. We're all there's a couple people that have some egos going on, but most of them we're all like humble, laid back. Yeah. That's how I like it. Is that how it's like in Kansas City?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, all right. I'm just gonna assume nobody has an ego, even if they act like they do.
No, Kansas City, the people of Kansas City are some of the greatest people. You know, I don't have to say it up here, but because the Pacific Northwest is definitely underappreciated for their hospitality. Everybody always says Southern hospitality, and I'm not hating on people down south. Yeah. Kansas City, just the people, the community. A lot of our grandma and them from the South, so that Southern hospitality is out there. You see people, you walk by and make eye contact, they're gonna speak. You know what I mean? If you're in a grocery store and there's a line and you're in front of somebody, a conversation is bound to spark up. You know, if you're in, that ain't gonna happen on a lot of these East Coast towns or even in a lot of other places west. And I didn't know what to expect when I started playing out here, but I mean, once they like you, you're like a family member. I don't have to ever book a place to stay really in Washington. Yeah. You know, I do that because I don't like to be in the way. Even if somebody says you're not in the way.
I'm the same way.
But no, like I had to break my guy Robbie's heart because no, I can't stay with you tonight, man. I have business in the morning. I'm going back to my room and going to bed because you're gonna have me out until it's time to go on a show tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I love it out here. This whole area, you know.
That's how it is with my DJ too. Like if he ever wants to hang out, I'm like, shit, I'm not like going to sleep till like 8 a.m. Like this is how it's gonna go.
Yeah, and people always assume that I'm like the guy who's all for it because, you know, I'm an insomniac on paper and accidentally, and the world knows it now because the internet allows you to let your conscious roam free. So in the middle of the night at 3:00 when I'm just getting to the gym, for some reason you got to let the world know that on Facebook for some reason. Yeah. Now. So
they're like, why are you up?
Yeah. So people think that I'm the party animal or something. No, man, I'll be up praying for sleep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my DJ has insomnia, and so he'll go like days without sleeping, and sometimes like he'll just be like wide awake, and I'll just fall asleep like at the studio because it's like 7 a.m. Yeah, and he just stays awake. And
I was like 36 hours in being up before when we got here. When we got to Washington.
Damn, son.
But see, the plane is my kryptonite usually. Usually on an airplane, I'm lights out before they.
Really?
Yeah, before they tell you, you know, before they give the safety instructions. Yeah. I usually don't make it through that. I don't think I made it through that this time, but I woke back up. I listened to my set like twice, and it's only a 4-hour flight. My set was like 40 minutes, so I was at least up for that much of the time. But the rest of it, I was pretty out. So I kind of got a pre-nap. Reason I'm telling you this story is because when I got to my room, got settled in. You know, we dabbled in some of Washington's finest. And I mean, I crashed. Yeah. I'm talking about hit the wall, crashed. Yeah. You know, slept harder than I've slept in a long time.
I love sleeping like that.
Yeah. Usually the road I sleep way more on the road.
Really?
So yeah.
Well, and I'm surprised you said that about the airplane. I can't sleep on an airplane. One time I had to like literally fly to, where was it going? Baltimore, and I literally had to go straight to work when I got there. Like I couldn't sleep or anything. It was fantastic, and I couldn't sleep. I tried the whole time.
Oh no,
and I couldn't.
I look forward to it. I can't wait to fly because I know I'm gonna go to sleep.
I always get pissed off at the people just passed out. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, God.
I know it's coming. You know, when you're in the air, you can't. You know, you're not connected to the internet, so I'll make sure I got something to download to rock me to sleep because I know it's coming. I'm excited. I'll be the first person in line, ready to go sit down, start asking for a blanket.
Dude, I even bring a blanket and stuff, trying to get myself to be able to sleep, and I can't. Like, I'll be that one person that rolls up in like slippers and a blanket because I do not care. Like, as long as I'm comfortable, I do not care on a plane. But never sleeping.
The last place I flew before this flight was to Amarillo, Texas. And, you know, I saw them do there was a layover, so I forgot what we were going into. So this was on the way to Dallas. I was leaving from Kansas City to Dallas. Mm-hmm. They started telling you how to buckle your seatbelts up. And then I blinked and opened my eyes, and we were in Dallas. And the lady walked by, and she said, I would pay money for the nap you just had. Yeah. I said, I'll pay money to bottle it up and take it home with me.
Yeah.
You know, for real.
Seriously. No, I'm jealous, like, because I can't do that at all. Even just taking a nap, even in my bed, like, when I know I have to, like, do something and I'm exhausted, I still can't get myself to sleep.
Yeah, my brain just doesn't. I meditate more than I sleep. I think if we were to count the hours up, I can shut it down when I direct it to, but
yeah,
it's just too much going on.
I guess I do try to do that. Like the times I can't sleep, I'm like, all right, at least shut it down and just lay there quietly.
Yeah,
and I do that. It helps, but it's
yeah,
not the
no,
same.
there's benefits in there. I really credit us being in this room right now to that that time alone, those quiet moments. That's where the magic happens. If you're open-minded enough to it, that's where the information is at. You know what I'm saying? So I just sit there, be quiet, and wait for whatever it is to tell me whatever I need to do.
Like whenever I feel kind of stressed out and I have to drive really far, I'll even like turn the music off and just chill, you know?
Oh yeah.
Get myself in check before I get where I'm going.
I don't do too much driving around, honestly, but when I do, I rarely have anything playing.
Yeah.
I can't listen to the contemporary radio. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. No disrespect to the artists on the radio, but I wouldn't know what's on the radio. I turn on when I'm in the car and the radio's on, somebody else is playing. I wouldn't know. I couldn't play Name That Tune. Everything's brand new. And
I just don't like how it like replays all the time. Like, because whenever I drive a lot and I'll drive for like hours and hours and hours, and the radio, it's like they'll just play the same songs over and over. It's like the same 4 or 5 songs. So like if you ever stuck with the radio, it's like the worst thing in the world. Like, come on. Yeah, and then you start hating all those songs. It's the worst.
I'm sure whatever you listen to, you bump pretty good. I see that you, I know about your car game.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible too. That's a whole nother world. I did a joint venture on this album, and the guy who Ambient Music Group was the function that we operated under. Ambient LLC. Shout out to Ambient, the whole conglomerate, but he's like a car junkie.
That's cool.
He would be your biggest fan for real life. He'd probably be in here getting on your nerves right now, talking. Well, maybe not. You guys would be talking the language that's kind of foreign to me.
Get all into it,
yeah. But yeah, his goal is just to have a garage with the cars that he can tumble around in.
Well, and you're right about the audio. I was a car audio tech I still am, but it's been like 10 years now, but I spent like 3 years building that, like in a car audio shop. So it's probably the most insane system I've like ever seen. I think soon I'm going to have to start upgrading like this actual head unit and stuff. But like, no, it's like so sick. And like, so some people, they'll like kind of act like I bought it all. I'm like, no, man, I built that. Like in it, like with my bare hands, the fiberglass box.
It's dope. Yeah, it's real.
And everything, you know? Went crazy with it.
Pimp that ride. Is it in you take it around the shows?
I used to. So like when I worked at the car audio spot, it'd be kind of weird. Like everyone that worked there did the same thing. Like everyone had their cars built like with a 6 system. Like pretty much if you worked there and you didn't, it was kind of weird, you know? And like anybody who didn't have it was like a sales rep and not like a tech, you know?
Yeah, they weren't down with the cool kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't even into their car or anything like that.
They didn't sit at the lunch table with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, I used right out here, they had a car meet called Red Door Meet every Sunday. And I used to love that, but they moved it, and which kind of sucks. It's like right next to my studio. So I'm like, that's kind of lame. But I do like to pull up to drift events. I like to bring my car there.
Nice. Oh, yeah. You're talking Alex's language. I can just hear him in the background right now. I hope he catches this. He might. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to, I'm going to have to come spend some time out here.
Yeah, maybe one of these times we'll go to a drift event while you're out here, and I'll have you sit passenger in my homeboy's car, you know?
Yeah, I'll bring an extra seat belt, you know what I'm saying? But
we got a helmet for you. It'll be all good.
I ain't scared. Let's go.
No, it is super dope. I kind of wish that I could get more of my like hip hop friends into it.
Yeah,
it's a certain type of people, though, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm down. I'm super duper down. Like, you know, I'm a fish out of water, but I like to be that, you know. So yeah, let's drift.
Yeah. So what are your like hobbies other than like music? What do you like to do?
I honestly,
all you do is music
that's
lately,
all I do.
but
all of my spare time. All of my free time is spent with a 7-year-old little boy. Like every single drip of it. It's my godson, you know. I don't even like to say godson, but you know, no disrespect to the the man who made him, but that's my little boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's sick.
So yeah, like I don't, especially with me being gone more and more often.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I'm at home, you know, I'm pretty much off limits. And between, you know, me and Matt, you know, we spend so much time together. That's why he says stuff like, "Don't let your ego go," but we talk so much. You know, it's almost an inside thing with us, you know. But yeah, even when I'm there, it's picked up. Even when I got him, I'm usually on the phone, you know, handling, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm Ice Cube, Jerry Heller, and Eazy-E, you know, so I'm managing me the whole time he's there, you know, so wearing a lot of hats right now. Not complaining, just saying. So
no, I know what you mean. I got a 5-year-old, and so and she just started school, and so like balancing like all of it's pretty strange sometimes. Like people don't expect me to be like a hip hop artist, you know, especially her teachers and stuff. But the way she dresses, they can totally tell she's like mine. But but it is like dope to actually see them learn, because then you have so much knowledge you can like
and I
give them about it.
And he's like, you know, he's one. There's not a better hobby to have. Talking about keeping somebody, you know what I'm saying, on their toes. Everybody says the kids are balls of energy, but this dude is in a league of his own. Like, you know, I said earlier about the barbecue thing. They should say Kansas City and everybody else. When they talk about energetic kids, they should be like, we're not talking about Antonio, but everybody else, because he really is like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really?
Yeah, you
That's
know,
sick.
so.
I think that's a good thing though. Like especially kids with or they call it like ADHD and stuff. I feel like they're amazing at hip hop because they can just come up with the craziest shit. It's so sick.
I have them involved in as much as I can.
Yeah.
You know, like the video shoots and all of that, just because, and not even to try to get him to aspire to be something like I'm doing, just so he's aware one day he's gonna have his own dream. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is. There's no doubt that he'll be able to go after and do it, you know, because he saw it. I got that from somebody else, actually. I got inspired to do that because, you know, my music is intelligent sounding because, you know, I'm a wordsmith. Got a thing for them. But once you dissect those words, it's really, I say some shit sometimes, you know. So I was kind of like, I didn't have him around as much because I was worried about content sometimes, and he's not 3, you know. But I saw, you know, Kansas City with a home of the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. When he first came around, they were doing all kind, you know, he took over the planet for a minute there. So they were doing these exposés on him. They were talking about his father. And his father was a famous baseball player, you know, Mahomes Senior. And he said how he always had him like in the locker rooms with them, on press events, just had him there. So he grew up and under lights and cameras and all that. So when it came time, you know, he's not intimidated. He's not.
I think that's so sick.
You know, he's just normal. He's like normalized by it. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do the same thing regardless. You know, the words don't mean anything. You know, I'm there with him all the time. I'm not absent. You know what I'm saying? And so as long as I conduct myself like I conduct myself when I'm with him, you know, it just sound like cool rhythmic things to him. But
that's dope because I kind of like do the same thing. I try not to, but I somewhat kind of push her towards getting into things. I really want to get her into like hip hop dance, so I put her in like the hip hop dance collective here in Portland. And trying to get her more comfortable. And I brought her to like you said, like video shoots and stuff. I always try to bring someone to like help me with her though.
I have to have somebody around, you know, with working. Well, I try to sometimes.
But she just saw me perform live the first time, like when I won the award last month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a double congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that. No, it was. I think that was the most exciting part because we've talked about it like all the time, but it was always at a bar or like I didn't have someone to help me with her. And then I was winning the award. So I was like, you got to come with, it's all ages, you know? But yeah, I feel like it's going to be really dope when she gets older, just knowing that she can do whatever she wants. And that's kind of the message I want her to have. Like whether she doesn't like hip hop dancing or whatever she does get into, like that she literally has a million resources everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, so that's solid. That's a good idea too, because when they get older, they're just going to be able to just kill it.
Right. Yeah. They'll do wonders for
They're
their
gonna be like, oh,
confidence.
Uncle Ben, who had all the studio stuff over here, I can hit him up to do this, or you know, like just being that connector for their life is super solid.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had that when I was younger.
Me and you both, you know.
Yeah.
We learn as we go, you know. We show the ones coming up behind us. What I mean, at least that's what we. That's what I try to do to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
You know, just lead by example and open as many doors as possible, and you know, give it back. You know, a lot of times, music, anything you do, I hear athletes talk about how you know, sports taught them so much more. It's more about life. You know, same thing with music. You know, once you're in it, from an artist standpoint, everything is a lesson about something else.
Yeah.
You know, learn a whole lot about. Definitely learn yourself. I think anything I think that's the coolest thing about doing something that you love. You know what I'm saying? That you find yourself in the pursuit of that thing.
Yeah.
You know, getting a little bit off there because, you know, that's just my subject. But I was saying that, you know, having them exposed like that is just going to embed something that's going to be a confidence that they don't even probably call confidence.
Yeah.
Is because their subconscious second nature is going to be go for it versus I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what that is.
Yeah, my kid's so shy right now, like super shy. And so like, but she's like slowly getting used to like cameras and stuff. And so it's nice because, you know, like maybe not now, but when you're older, you're going to be so used to this. It's going to be like second nature.
Yeah, we got to get him on I'll tell you, we can get him on a live feed together, your little one and my little one, because he tell him he already is a hip hop dancer, you know.
Really? That's sick.
He gets a little shy when, not in front of Matt anymore. When Matt comes around, he's ready, lights, camera, action. He thinks it's time to film. He's ready to go. Sometimes when there's a crowd of people, it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets going, he's popping and locking, let me tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, my kid's like, all you got to do is break the ice. And she's solid, you
that's how
know.
it goes.
She acts so shy, like in the very beginning of anything, like hiding behind me. But as soon as somebody's like, yo, what's up to her? Then she's like, oh, hey.
There it goes. Well, yeah, my little man walks around with a mallet breaking ice. You know,
Yeah.
He's going to go to the park. He's going to make some friends.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to be the leader of the kids at the park. I love it, man.
That is really dope.
Yeah, man.
So hell yeah. I definitely want to try to stop by your show later and stuff.
Cool.
And so where can everybody find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Alan Wayne's World. We're going to be doing some updates to alanwaynesworld.com, but you can still go there. Actually, that's home to the Demonstration 2. It was that project we put out last summer. I mean, yeah, last year during the pandemic. That was the album that I assumed I was going to be working when the world opened back up. But, you know, 10,000 Hours came out the woodwork, so now we're working like 3 albums at once. So 10,000 Hours is streaming everywhere. 10,000 Hours and 10,000 Hours and counting. Go find those wherever you find your music at. Go to alanwaynesworld.com. You can listen to the Demonstration 2, all 13 tracks for free. You can download it if you want to, but I'm not even tripping on that. Just roll around to it. You know, it's not one of those sophisticated ones where you can't go to the website, and if you switch off of it, you know, your music goes off. Yeah, you can just hide me, and it'll play all the way through. You know, and
that's it.
Tentatively, it's Alan Wayne's World on YouTube as well. We're gonna just be changing that to Alan Wayne the Prodigy here soon because I'm confusing people. Shouts to Matt for letting me know that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, if you just Google Alan Wayne, ALAN Wayne, you'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Just click on it. That's me.
Google Alan Wayne Prodigy, Kansas City.
Alan Wayne Prodigy, Kansas City.
Way too big.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like to just put that in and see how high up I come. Last time I found me on the regular computer, I was at the library because I had to print out something. What was I printing out? I don't remember, but I printed out something, and I got an opportunity to just put in. I didn't just put in Alan Wayne, but what did I put in? I put in something less than Alan Wayne the Prodigy. Yeah, it's another way. I'll remember it next time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, thanks for coming through, man.
Thanks for having
really
me.
Dope. It worked out great.
So yeah, Portland, if you're around, I don't know if this is live or not, but
yes, it is.
Okay, so we're at 1300 Southeast Stark. At this thing's been here the whole time and I didn't even know. I'm starstruck. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the midst of Rekka. You know what I mean? But yeah, come out to 1300 Southeast Stark. Shouts to Block Business and my homie Big Herc for the recovery event that's going on. It's going on right now. They got some free food out there. They're collecting donations, coats, and other goods for the children. There's already some good things coming through. I mean, during the setup, there was brand new coats with the tags on them. So come out and see me. I'm going to go on about 9 o'clock. And I'm going to show out. I'm coming from down there. And Big Homie already told me I ain't going to have you come all down here for just 15 minutes. So I'm going to go up there and I'm going to give them a set. You know what I mean? So shout out to the whole Pacific Northwest, Portland, Oregon for having me. Rekka for having me, man. I'm so happy to have been here. Andrew, it is in the back right. Yep. Drew for keeping it tight like glue. Taz, Matt, being some real gangsters for bringing me out here, and everybody for listening.
Hell yeah,
namaste and shit.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I hope you guys have a good one. You better come through the show. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, sorry I didn't know these cameras were here, y'all. Like that. Welcome to the chopper section. Connecting a wake up call for the narc collective. BGW, I got the weapon cop, but you know, some motherfuckers pocket checking. Stop, Jeff, it's not progressive. It's so intentional. Somebody should have knocked some sense into you. Now you're falling into a den full of vengeful criminals that are kill of a general principles on me. Ever since they put the medicine on me, they call me, beat me up on my brain dead zombie. You can become the army, the Navy, the Marines, the Green Berets, they couldn't harm me. Nah, I'm an arm that's a Barbie doll. Titties out like Mardi Gras. So the daddy make a lot of money, so all she wanna do is party, y'all. Every time we got on the town, she follow me around like a bodyguard. Looking for a third wheel to take him, girl. Why you gotta be so naughty for? Love me and I love him right back. Got a ranting out in public like that. Truth be told, she in love with that stat. Motherfucker, that's 100% fact. But I never let the groupie logo to my dome, though. Everything I did was independent and homegrown. Skates keep me putting chronic in the ozone. Wait a minute, little nigga, she ain't got no clothes on. Chin up, little buddy, life goes on. Look at that bitch, you almost blew all your dough on. She ain't touching with it, but that's all that I throw on. I ain't the first or the last rapper she gon' blow on. Hold on. I don't know about you, but I could roller skate on a handstand down a roller coaster. I'm so cool. Okay. I feel good, can't spoil my mood. I'm way too high. You should check out my view. I'm not sure what you can see, but I can see a money tree, and I'm about to climb that motherfucker. I'm so G. True story, no L-I-E. I'ma go up there and get it. You should get like me. I'm saying pronto, step ahora, ASAP right now. Come on. Shit's so lit that you can't sit down. Hey. And blew through the whole sit. This shit's wild. The Nintendo, the kids can't sit sticks down. They got extendos with a click pals and AKs with a melee. But you know what they say? Get the city, get the sick town. And the same go for Omaha. In Tacoma, outside there was a homicide. Oh my God. On the road in a hotel room, I'm lonely. I swear I'll be sleeping with open eyes. Or with a bad bitch with open thighs. When she kissed me, she closed her eyes. I told y'all a second ago, my eyes wide open on the door. I don't want no surprise. No, I don't know those guys. Don't even socialize. I don't associate with none of the socialites. I don't put personal business on social sites. I be with the guys that got luck or should know. Guys roll the dice, turn you into a poltergeist over a slide over. Side you'll get the pole to you over, but you know them social types. But cooler than Nolan might roll in a motorbike. Oh my mic, hey. I don't know about you, but I could roller skate on a handstand down a roller coaster. I'm so cool. Okay. I feel good, can't spoil my mood. I'm way too high. You should check out my view. I'm not sure what you can see, but I can see a money tree, and I'm about to climb that motherfucker. I'm so G. True story, no L-I-E. I'ma go up there and get it. You should get like me. Brother, life is just a dream or a nightmare. This is my life by my rules, and I like that right there. So cool. Brother, life is just a dream or a nightmare. This is my life by my rules, and I like that right there. So cool. Brother, life is just a dream or a nightmare. This is my life by my rules, and I like that right there. Whether life is just a dream or a nightmare, this is my life by my rules, and that's cool. I'm so cool. I don't know about you, but I could roller skate on a handstand down a roller coaster. I'm so cool. Okay. I feel good, can't spoil my mood. I'm way too high. You should check out my view. I'm not sure what you can see, but I can see a money tree, and I'm about to climb that motherfucker. I'm so G. True story, no L-I-E. I'ma go up there and get it. You should get like me. Okay, follow me around like a bodyguard. Why you gotta be so naughty for? And the same go for Omaha. In Tacoma, outside there was a homicide. Oh my God. Now you're falling into a den full of vengeful criminals with a kill of agenda for principles. I'm